Alright, round 2 on the draw, and this hand is pretty suspect. Because I can deal 5 to myself, but if I don't draw any lands, I could be in trouble. I also don't really have any cantrips or whatever. And I have 2 Temur Battle Rages in hand, which is suboptimal. And with this, I can't play both the Death Shadow and the Swift Spear and the Mikado. Opponent's mulligan to 6. I think I'm going to go with him. I think I can do better in this. This is also quite dangerous because it has no land. I have 1 cantrip and I have the Mishra's Bauble, which I can't really do anything with, so I'm also going to mulligan to 5. This hand is good. Or, I mean, it's about the best, one of the better 5-card hands. I have a creature, I have Street Wraithen, and Probe. Happy to keep this. Try to, and I get a great deal off the scry here. Death Shadow, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll keep this on top. Cavern of Souls, humans. Okay, so we're playing a Naya Humans deck. That's fine. Alright, so we drew Death Shadow. Let's cycle Street Wraith. Okay, this is a good draw. So let's go ahead and probe the hand. Island Engineered Explosives, Path to Exile. Oh, that's like the absolute best 5-card hand against this deck. Hopefully we can draw Thoughtseize. Engineered Explosives is going to be able to be cast for 1 and then blown immediately. I think I'm going to force him to play it though. I'm going to get red-green with this Foothills, and then black-white with the Windswept Heath. And he's going to play the Explosives, or he could just play the Path. But the Explosives, getting the Explosives out here is going to be a lot better. Displacer. Okay, so I'm going to start by playing this land. I'm not going to fetch yet. Well, actually, I do need to fetch now if I play the land. Let's go ahead and get Godless Shrine. And I'm going to play the Swift Spear. The opponents just had an amazing draw against me. I guess he is Bantel Drowsy, and he just named this to cast the Hierarch. I'm going to play the Swift Spear. Next turn you can play the Explosives for 1. And just blow it. This Displacer is going to do so much work. My best hope is to go ahead and play the Swift Spear, probe, and then hope I draw a Thoughtseize. Alright. Let's get in. Okay, opponent has 3 mana up with this. I have 1 turn to block, basically. Just does nothing. Okay. Well, Thoughtseize is no longer an out, but Bolt is. Gonna have to pass the turn here. Hope my opponent poops the bed. That's fine. I have no idea why my opponent is just blowing this right now. That is the literal best 5-card hand I've ever seen. Alright, Dismember comes in, Path comes in, Forest comes in, 2 Goyfs. And a Mandrills. Take out the 4 Growths. Cut the Step Links. We'll cut a Battle Rage and a Become Immense. I think we want Inquisition more than we want Step Links. Could also play Ranger in place of one of the Battle Ragers. I think that's going to be the best, especially with having a Path. I actually think cutting one of the fetches is best, and maybe I could just play another Battle Rage. Stony Silence is kind of narrow because it only gets rid of the Engineered Explosives. I think Natural State might be something I want, since I know that they usually play Spellskite post-board. So, and it is good against Engineered Explosives, so I'm going to run this. This hand's kind of slow, but I'm going to keep it. Cycle this Street Wraith. Probe my opponent. Sure, dude. You do you. I think we're going to go ahead and just play this Wild Nacatl, and then hopefully the turn 1's the Engineered Explosives so that I can blow it up. Yeah. So I know he has Path in his deck. I hope he uses it now. Eldrazi Displacer is fine. Let's go ahead and cycle this, because I might have the kill if I get Battle Rage. Or, I mean, Become Immense. Flooding out. Gonna go ahead and play this so I can fetch away. Attack for 3. Doesn't block. Have to play Goyf now. Now he's gonna have a Path for this Goyf the following turn. Dismember. Okay, I'm gonna sack this to make it a 5/6. Not sure what my opponent was thinking there. Ah, God, more lands. Perfect. Okay, so this one can get the Blood Crypt, I guess. Let's attack. That's fine. Battle Rage this. Pass the turn. There's no reason to hold these fetches back because I don't have step links in the deck post board. So there's the island. There's another Displacer. But he doesn't have Path Up. So I'm not going to fetch anymore, obviously. Okay. He's dead. He's not dead. I should have just bolted this thing, actually. That was a misplay. If I just bolt this thing, he has to flicker this and then take one. Now I have to waste the bolt, so he would be at 1 right now as opposed to this. So that was a huge misplay. God, another one. Tarmogoyf is the best draw I could have. Play this tap, that way I can hard cast Street Wraiths next turn if I draw it. If he has an Engineered Explosives, then that's particularly tilting, but 2 pass would also be pretty bad. Yeah, see, I kind of punted this. Let's play this Bauble. Target myself. I want to crack this fetch then. Okay. Probe is not what I want to draw. I'm going to play this Nacatl and simply pass. The reason I'm holding this is because I don't want to be dead to Reality Smasher. So despite almost punting, we were able to win that game. Gotta play a little bit tighter than that. I kind of think that this configuration is fine. We're going to want to play our discard turn 1 if at all possible, because Displacer is a real problem. He also knows that I have natural state, so he might try to sandbag the Engineered Explosives. The problem with that is that if I draw a discard, then it gets to pitch the explosives. So it's kind of a darned if you do, darned if you don't kind of situation. This hand's good. Because I have turn 1 Swiftspear, turn 2 Swiftspear Death Shadow. If I draw another way to deal damage to myself. I also have turn 1 Inquisition, which I might just lead with. I think I'll just actually lead with Bolt right here. Okay, we want red, black first. Bolt this thing out of the sky. And next turn we'll play Swift Spear plus Inquisition. If this is Engineered Explosives, then that sucks. It's Ancient Stirrings, which could find double Engineered Explosives. He found Drowner. Okay, that's a good draw. Because I want this to find red-white, right? Black-red. I also want red-green. Yeah, I think this needs to find. So this needs to find a red land. So I would play the Swift Spear and the Inquisition. And the red land that I want, it doesn't matter really. I'll just go ahead and get my white land so that this can find Overgrown Tomb or Stomping Grounds. Let's play this Sacred Foundry, Swift Spear, Inquisition U. Sweet. So we're gonna snip this and take the Engineered Explosives and attack for 2. Next turn he's at best playing a path. I'm going to play a Swift Spear and 2 Death Shadows. It's going to be great. Getting in there. Okay, so let's go ahead and play this. This will get Overgrown Tomb. Play Swift Spear. Combat. Attack. Alright, let's go ahead and fetch Overgrown Tomb. Yes, I would like to pay 2 life. Let's play this. Let's play this. Pass the turn. Yes, I would like to search. Get my forest. Opponent drew Seagate Wreckage, so they have Drowner and one other card, which is a Smasher. And I drew another Death Shadow. Sweet. So I need to play the Wooded Foothills and attack with the Death Shadow. No point in attacking with these two. And if he doesn't block, I fetch and go to bump this up to 6 and then play the other Death Shadow. That puts him in a precarious position. He would have to draw a land next turn for Drowner. He drew an Ancient Stirrings, which if this is Engineered Explosives, then I'm just screwed. If it's not, then he's dead. Okay, it's Eldrazi Temple, which actually does cast the Drowner, unfortunately. If I attack with those two, they can tap down the Swift Spears, but I wouldn't be dead because I could chump the Drowner. tap that. Can tap the other one. I'm gonna attack with it if he doesn't. And I would kill the Drowner, because I don't want him to be able to flicker it with Eldrazi Displacer. He could also just throw the Scion and the Smasher in front. Yep. I think I have to play out this Swiftspear. Do I? I actually don't think I do. That keeps me live to draw. If he draws Engineered Explosives, because I could draw Become Immense and kill him. If he doesn't leave the Drowner back. So I think it's best to just keep this in my hand. Okay, drew a land. He's going to draw a card off the wreckage. He's trying to decide if he's going to attack me. And then I need to decide if I have to block, because he could just chomp my Death Shadow. I would make this an 11/11, but it wouldn't matter much unless I drew Battle Rage. Oh my god. Gotta go to 1. I think I block here. Yeah, I think I block here, because that buys me. I can play the Swiftspear and attack with everything, and he goes to 4. Or, I'm sorry, it goes to 5. Or, if I don't, and I draw a spell, then he could die. But if I chomp, that makes Probe live. Yeah, I think I'll chomp. That is also good. I think I need to play the Swiftspear and the Bauble and attack with everything. Put him at 3. Doesn't matter what I'm going to draw. What matters is what he's going to draw. He's going to draw Windswept Heath. I don't know what's in his hand. It could be another land for all I know. If I attack with everything, he has to block the Death Shadow. He takes 4, goes to 3, it makes Lightning Bolt live. So blocking with the Drowner was a good decision here, I think. Because 3 is really no different than 1. I'm going to stop on its upkeep unless I draw, in case I draw exactly Lightning Bolt. Okay. Probe is a good draw here too. Well, actually it's not, because he's going to attacking me for 5. Okay, no, he's not. Alright, let's probe him now that I have the Battle Rage. Alright, that'll do it. Sweet.